Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to some more Battle Shapers, or welcome to it if you haven't caught my previous coverage. It is a roguelike first-person shooter with a gorgeous aesthetic, some really interesting build combinations, and also it's just a pretty good shooter. Let's see, now I haven't played this too much in a while, so I might be a little bit rusty. We'll see how it goes. Probably gonna get smacked a bit more than I want until I am in a finer state. Nope, that didn't work. As some of the times when you shoot enemies, they go into kind of like a downed purple state. And you can more or less get a glory kill off of them and get your shields back, which is super nice. I guess it's almost kind of the opposite of how Doom handles it, all things considered. Now, I don't actually know if my punch reflects enemy shots yet. That might have to be an upgrade I grab. Okay, so we can get a new gun at the very least. Needlator versus the argument. Sure. We can also extract the modifier. Last bullet of your magazine also launches a kinetic grenade. So it would let me replay, or this is a new feature. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so gear slot modifiers. Oh, okay, so this is cool. This is a new thing that got added to the game where you can effectively pull an augment out of an ability into a weapon, and you just get to keep it as a permanent ability for the rest of the run, which I think is actually brilliant. And is a great way of handling things. So what else do we have around here? I always got to look for the money boxes. I'm kind of bad at spotting them, but we do want to grab all of them if we can. Anyway, geez, what else can I do to intro this game? It's got a little bit of that kind of Roguevania element. I'm going to say that with extreme hesitation. Effectively, let's see, effectively kind of like Dead Cells, you get access to other areas and kind of like branching zones and whatnot as you unlock new powers and like movement tech and abilities. So I think I don't have a double jump yet, but I think you can get one later through like an upgrade or something that gives you the ability to access certain zones. Anything else in this room? Yes, we've got a chip I might as well grab. So new ability grants you haste on use up to 5. I don't think I really care too deeply for that one. And I can always get it later when I swapped other abilities out. Grab these. Plenty of money and resources. Some meta progression. Though the meta progression, you know, there is actually like stat-based meta progression, but I was going to say the big one, major core enhancement. Okay, every major enhancer you find contains multiple major enhancements that augment your powers and drastically change some of your core abilities. Every core has their own major core enhancements. There are also some major core shaper enhancements, which are common to all cores. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think this is your standard upgrades, but it seems like they've got the variety I'm looking for. I like this. So this is one of the generic ones, whereas these are specifically for the build. So when reflect enemy projectiles, gain fortify, so increases... reduces the next damage you receive by 9% per stack. Oh, that's actually interesting. And getting hit while fortified triggers outburst effects. Or killing an enemy recharges 10% off all of your active cooldowns. All of these are actually great. I kind of want the time bend takedown. I like the generic ones. I think that is going to add a decent amount of... I don't know, would I call it flavor? I don't think there's anything over here. We already got that upgrade. And I can't go through here because... Oh, I need a wall bounce. Which I do not have. And doesn't look like there's any other goodies. And this requires me to do what? Oh, we have a primary core, so we could actually open that up. So allows decoding of shield supplies at the Cipher Cloud. Some new upgrade that I didn't have access to earlier. Neat. Yeah, so those are the random pseudo-Roguevania upgrades I was talking about. Okay, so select our target. So also kind of in a Mega Man fashion, we have random robot masters to take out. So Robotics Hub, Gravity Garden, or Stormscaper, each with their own boss. I can reliably fight Volt Colossus. So I think I'm going to start with Volt Colossus as the first half of this run, and then the next boss after that will be someone else. I don't know if they've added any new bosses to the game, though I think a new one might be looming, kind of on the horizon. They seem to do about one major update every season, which I think is actually a very fine release schedule. Release schedule for like new updates and content. Ooh, micro cutscene? Or just cool looking. Just cool looking. So also upgrade auto reloader. Decoding of auto reloader, the Cypher Cloud. So these might be new perks that I can grab. And Shaper Hack. So this lets me modify the game in some way. Forces an extra minor core enhancer to appear in the next room. Ooh. I like those, because these are temporary. This only lasts for the floor and the floor, but this is a permanent upgrade, and that's what I want. It's a little uncomfortable that the hand kind of like opens up a bunch when modifying these things, when picking up upgrades. It's slightly uncomfortable watching the fingers kind of splay out like that, but on the flip side, eh. Now I forget if I specifically... Whoops. Okay, avoid for a hot second. Press that? No, E. E to do that. Perfect. Kind of perfect. And some kind of retaliation, which I don't know. Oh. Okay, so they had crystals on them, which I guess shattered? I think this character used to have, like, a punch that would, This character used to have a punch that would reflect shots, but that might have gotten removed from the game, or it's an upgrade that I can get later, or it is in the game and I just haven't noticed it. I have no idea. Oh, do we get... No, we get a choice between two. Maybe? Minor core enhancer, minor core enhancer. No, we do get two. Sick. So is this. Enemy takedown explosions deal 50% more damage. Dashing reduces all other cooldowns by a second. When fortified, you also reflect projectiles that hit you. Let's go for the dash. Let's just go for a bunch of cooldown reduction, maybe. Critical hits refund a bullet. Eh. Invulnerable when your shield breaks, or your dash reflects projectiles as you travel. Yes. That's very useful. Because, yeah, the more reflex I can get... I mean, honestly, it just... in general protects me, because that effectively gives me iframes on dash, but also gives me some offensive opportunities as well. Now, I believe I might actually be able to go up higher than this as well. Is there anything else? No. I know there's, like, fancy chests, so there's that one over there. There's no bullet drop on this thing. The problem is, I do not have the correct movement tech to get over there. And I don't see, like, a switch or anything that would activate anything here. So, yeah, getting over to that probably isn't doable until I've played more of this game and unlocked some stuff. But it does feel nice to actually have some unlocks already. Okay, there we go. Definitely need to get our hands on a new weapon. I wanted to try the upgrade system. I think I can also huck enemies into each other, which I very much appreciate. Okay, got him dead. I wonder if I actually punch an enemy when they're at low health, we get the equivalent of a glory kill without actually triggering it. Oops, that's the one. There we go. Yeah, the enemies lead their shots a little bit. Didn't take them out. There we go. I like the fact that it's a backhand in the air. That feels good to me. Only if I'm backing up, though, maybe. Okay, so we have a corrupted core here. Pay the cost to the Overlord in exchange for the ability sealed within. I don't think I actually care. I'm pretty happy with what I've got, kind of, sort of. Another Needleator. I'm gonna pick this one up. Just so I actually have, like, another weapon. Okay, do we have anything on the lower floor? Just in case there is. It does amuse me to no end that this entire level is just a giant, like, gymnasium and also factory. I don't get the point of it, but it's cute. Okay, so which one of these directions... So we've got a branching path. We can always come back. One of these directions leads to... One of these directions is a dead end. One of these directions is actual progress. I guess not that it really matters. Boop. I love knocking enemies into other enemies. It is something that specifically... Yeah, I can't get up there. It's something that was specifically pioneered in Nuclear Throne, one of those, like, old granddaddy fantastic roguelikes. I know I'm going to upset some people by calling it an old roguelike in general, but it doesn't stop it from being the truth. Okay. But so that one, if you had, like, a melee weapon or a weapon with enough punch, you could specifically... Whoop. No, that worked. You could specifically, like, yote an enemy into another enemy for, like, big damage. And it was fantastic. It was extremely handy for doing tons of damage at a range when you'd normally maybe be... you know, normally be locked down a little bit. I mean, if you're using a melee weapon, you don't have a ranged attack. But if the enemy becomes the ranged attack, then it doesn't matter too much. I don't know about this big shield guy, but I figured get him stuck in the fire zone and he can't do anything about it. This is actually going really well for me. The boss fights are usually where I go down, which actually feels kind of good. Boss fights should be hard. And a lot of roguelikes, weirdly enough, have power scaling issues where the boss fights are actually kind of cakewalk. Grab that. Grab that. Still got a couple of enemies, but... And so, quite honestly, this is actually one of the first roguelikes I think I've seen. Stun grenade. Now, I could pick it up, or extract the modifier. I do actually like... We could also recycle it for resources. Let's extract the modifier. It seems interesting. Yeah, so now all kills reduce my abilities cooldowns by 10%. I really like that system. I'm gonna have nothing but praise for it. It's a bit of a shame you can't keep adding more, but I understand why you can't. Crits reduce cooldown, which is actually quite good. So it does look like there are higher tiers of rarities to be had. Whoop. Oops. Well, it did open the door up. Okay, and the lockdown. This might not actually be a dead end. Okay. Some enemies there. I'm just gonna mostly be running around. I love these, like, kind of rock walls that they've got going on here. I don't know. It just... This feels like it would be a really cool place to be. Except for the fact that, you know, robot army. Boop. Yeah, I might actually want to grab the upgrade that makes it so I can yeet enemies into other enemies with an explosion. Retaliation. That was a cool slow-mo, though. Okay, we've got something up here. This lad cannot be suffered to exist. And small enough that I can just punch it out of existence. Sir, none of that, you. I also really adore the fact that there are actually plenty of warning markers saying, like, hey, there's an enemy behind you. You know, be careful, they are going to hit you. I like that. A lot of first-person shooter roguelikes kind of suffer from that a little bit, where it's actually really difficult to tell, like, where danger is. Here, I'm reasonably well appraised. Oop, got stuck in the stairs for a second. Where did the flyer go? I guess they came down to hang out with me. Or not. You know, I'm just gonna be down here. At some point... Ow. There you are. There's my shields, and then all I have left is this guy. I can cause him to melt down. I wonder if I can take out his shield. I guess it doesn't really matter. He's... Oh. That's it. I can punch his shield off of him. Firestarter. Oh. Nope. We still have another enemy. Oh no, we have a whole round of enemies. Excuse me. Yeah, I might as well just cook them every once in a while. Makes my life very easy. Can I actually... No. I thought for a second I could see the reflection of another robot. But no, there's a robot on a treadmill. Which is kind of amusing in and of itself. That there are robots just casually on treadmills, actually? Yeah, wait, that doesn't make any sense. Robots don't need to build muscle. I mean, they could if you had some kind of weird simulated muscle fiber situation. But, like, why would you do that? Boop. And then there's just these guys. I actually really like this ground slam, especially with the reflect dash. We can kind of just whomp things and run away. Wow, we got a bunch here. Major core enhancer, always. Outburst triggers twice. Outburst counterattack that reflects incoming projectiles back at foes and triggers all of your shield break effects. Charges up by defeating, inflicting damage on foes. Explosion radius increases with every charge level. Reflect enemy projectiles gain fortify, or killing an enemy recharges your dash. I think we're gonna go for the outburst. Okay, and then these are all linked. So we could get a plasma carbine, crit chance by 25%. Crits chain to nearby foes. So we actually want both of these, which is the one problem. I actually really wish I could have all of them. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go for the plasma carbine for the extra crit chance, and we're just gonna hope that we can get the crit chain at a later date. Okay. After a kill gets multi-shot 1 for 5 seconds. Yeah, I'm gonna recycle that. Good as that might be, it seems like there are higher rarity perks. And I might want to save up. Keep slots for that. I might be able to replace slots, is the one thing to note. Now let's see. Is this a dead end or the boss? It's the boss. At least we can take a look at the shop. Okay, so major core enhancer. I've got 276. Plasma burst, or... I have just enough money if I want to grab the tectonic launcher. I vaguely do. I think I don't. No, I do. Okay, swap them. It's a 5. Yeah, let's extract that modifier. Oh. Okay. Now there's no way for me to easily teleport back. There's supposed to be a teleport pad to facilitate this, but it looks like I'm gonna have to walk, at least for this one. Whoops. Oh. There's an upper section. Open that up. Let's look at some resources. We also get the cipher for the ion blaster. I'm glad I came back. Should have been paying more attention previously. Anyway, yeah, we have a whole second extra area that I can go back to. And it's nice to get all of these unlocks fairly quickly. I'm not going to be able to get to that one, though. I don't think there's any way for me to get up there. It looks like there's supposed to be an elevator here. But I think I need something else. Maybe something to do with those, like, that gas cloud, or, I mean, who knows, maybe I do have access to the upper area. This is amusing. Alright, there we go. Teleporters, and what is this crystal thing? Corruption Nest. Defeat everything. Okay, let's just go for that outburst. beast him. Yeah, so we've got a fire effect, we've got decent crit. My crits chain from one enemy to the next, and overall do a lot of damage. Unfortunately, I don't think bosses are really going to be able to... Or, ooh, Crimson Repeater shots occasionally launch a pyro missile. You know, I might as well grab it. So I can replace these. I do like that. I like that. That's good. But I'll grab the extra random pyro missile. Let's go take a look at whatever's down here. So I can hold to destroy. Oh, corrupted foes are protected by colored crystals that grant significant resistance to damage conditions. Use the right type of damage that matches to shatter them. There's also kinetic, which is an option. Okay, defeat all enemies before the timer runs out. So I do have this grubby pistol. I don't know how many of them are weak or resistant to fire. But maybe it's not a problem. Okay, who's left? Well, that was easy. I think they were all weak to fire. Okay, so we can get multi-shot 1. It's the same weapon. Let's extract that modifier. What does multi-shot 1 do exactly on this thing? Does it just fire 2 bullets in one? Oh, yeah, it does. Alright. And there's nothing else in this area, so we go back to the junction. I honestly kind of wish that these teleporters were actually just... Oop, nope, this is the wrong direction. I actually really wish these teleporters were just everywhere. Purely from the perspective of, like, why not let me teleport kind of around freely? Enter the Gungeon style. There's no real reason kind of why you can't just pull up tab and be like, yes, I would like to go here, to this location. Apart from the fact that it's slightly awkward, I'm sure. But these maps are fairly linear. Oops. And so being able to just teleport freely, I don't know, I don't think it would really hold the game back at all. It just would save a couple of seconds. Hey, good thing I checked. I don't have enough money for anything, so I guess we're just getting out of here. Time to go fight the boss. Next floor. Oh, is it 2 floors? It is 2 floors for each boss. Nice. Yeah, lower and upper tower. There's a certain kind of toyishness to the character designs that I actually really dig. Power-ups that do dash, that, or jump pads with fury. I think we're going to do the jump pads with fury. I think those show up in the boss fight, and we do want those. So that gives us a damage bonus for a little while. I'll have to use them. Okay, I think that gets me some of my shields back. Most of my shields back? Hard to say. Boop. Get back, get out of here. None of that use, sir. Guess I've got more of these, so why not? I think there might be an enemy in there. Oh, you are certainly an enemy. Let's just back off for a moment. I should see if I can get some other better outburst upgrades. Because I might be able to get some, like, really solid ones. Let's not be on the landmine, because that would be bad, maybe. Oh, he dead. Perfect. He's already toast. This is obscenely effective in a very satisfying fashion. The multi-shot, the pyro missiles, the crit chaining, the higher crit chance and the crit chaining And then also all of my shield coming back. I'm noticing I'm not getting as many clutch ability for pickup. I'm not getting anything that modifies my base statistics. Okay. Just a better plasma blast than the one I have. Do we want to do haste on use? No, let's just recycle that for some money. The thing is, the money isn't actually that good, so it is really genuinely better to go for the upgrades, if they're worth it. I just don't know if haste is really what I want. Here's a question. Oh, no, I can't afford it. I wonder if I can stack 2 of the exact same upgrade together. Like, can I get 2 crit bonuses on the same gun? Or are each of these upgrades... Ow. I think I gotta try that again. I see. There we go. Took me a moment. Wasn't a problem. And we get some lore for a core room. I'm just gonna torch the hell out of this guy. There we go. Should get plenty. So far, so good. I might want to get the core enhancer related to increased explosions. I think that'd actually be pretty solid. And I do like the multi-shot, especially with this weapon. It's got very good spread. It makes it very easy to never miss. Even this guy's really not much of a problem here. Retaliation, you say? Thanks for the slow-mo kill shots. I do kind of wish you could actually Goomba stomp an enemy. Instead of punching them, like if you land directly on their face. I feel like that would be a very fun way of having a secondary, like, there we go. Very fun secondary way of glory killing enemies is if you just bounce off of them. At the very least, it would be a cool upgrade. Creates a kill. Ooh. Kills create an explosion that inflicts 3 pyro on hit. Do I want that instead of the occasionally launch a pyro missile? I think I don't. I like the idea of it, but the enemies don't stack up that much. And also it's going to be mostly worthless against bosses. Which we do have to plan around. Oh, did I forget about this stupid wall? I might also just not be able to get through that. Yeah, missing the required equipment. So it's not that I'm supposed to break that in the middle of combat. I always hate doors like that, where it's like, no, you were supposed to find this secret thing in the middle of the fight. I always forget about it. Let's go this way. I really almost kind of wish there was like a color variation for like, hey, this is the primary path, this is a secondary path at the very least. Unless there is and I've just missed it. Possible. I already know that you've got the shatter limitation. Boop. Okay. Only immediate problem is my reload time is not the fastest. But that's really not much of an issue. Yes. It's just so fun watching them just kind of sail and bounce into their fellows. Did I get him? I did. Like I said, it's just so satisfying. Okay, do I have anything on the upper level? A little bit of money. A little bit more money. We also have some corrupted enemies if we feel like doing it, which we might as well. There's no reason not to. So, shock rifle. Sure, actually. Last bullet also launches a shock. And this has nothing, so yeah, we'll just recycle it. So now this has bonus for my last bullet on both. I think we'll want to find a gun that specifically has like a very small clip size. Ideally, like a bolt-action sniper rifle would be obscene with it. Alright. Where are the foes? Where are my foes at? Okay, so we do have one of these guys. I'm just gonna bully him into a corner, and it's just that guy. And yeah, being able to trigger both of my outburst effects simultaneously is pretty good. I know there's a shield drone there. I should probably kill it first. Toasty. 30 seconds left, and that's it. We're good. So what do we get for our troubles? Crimson Repeater with another multi-shot. Actually is very good. Handgun that inflicts pyro, charge to fire homing rounds. I don't actually think I like that. Let's extract the modifier. Here's the question. Can I do double multi-shot? I can, I'm hoping that's active. How many... Okay. That's very strong. Let's see. And just resources, but I'll take it. Awkward. Okay. I was caught on the lip. But yeah, I think I do 5 shots now. Which is mostly worthless, but very good if I'm up close and personal with something. Alright, so what do you guys have? Haste on use, minor core enhancement, or more damage against vibrating foes. Let's go for the minor core enhancer. Okay, whenever you gain fury, you get another stack of it. 20 max shield. That's obscenely good. So that's where those went. The core enhancements used to give stat bonuses, but I think I like this system much, much better. Like, I love early access games sometimes. Don't think I'll go easy on you this time, Shaper. Tell yourself whatever you need to feel better about yourself, Colossus. Bah, my power touches everything you see. New Elysium is mine, get it? And too bad for you, I don't share. Nice jump. 2 can play at this game. Whoop. Now I think I can get him to specifically... Yeah, I probably should wait until he's done that. Okay, what else is he doing? This. Oh. Bad news for me, I suppose. Okay, that's a problem. That gets me some shields back. I don't know how to avoid that big orb. But that's okay, he still hasn't taken out my shields. And I can just kind of stay in the air here. While furious and doing shoot tons of damage. Are you still alive? Oh no, he's gone. Alright, we just gotta get in there and... What? Oh, I guess he just blows up on his own. I thought I'd get a cool glory kill on it. But we get his core. Hey, don't touch that. It's wasted on a weak piece of scrap like you. Finders keepers, strong man. So I don't think I actually have that core. I think the last time I played this, I think I beat him, but he didn't drop this, or I didn't have cores unlocked. I don't know, it's been a little while. I need to play a bunch of this at some point just to catch up on the meta progression and unlock system just so I have access to all of the cool toys. We'll get to it. So I wonder if I just automatically have a minor core equipped. I'd hope so. Volt core acquired. You can now equip it in the hideout. Equip as a secondary core. Change in the suit station. The question is Shaper cores. Q. Minor thing for the devs. If a player doesn't have a secondary core equipped because they haven't unlocked them yet, might as well just give the Volt core as, or like whatever core you pick up as one. So you get a greater hack. Ooh, remain in effect until the end of your run. Any damage you receive is inflicted back on foes. When killed, foes afflicted by meltdown, spread meltdown, or foes drop money. I like the Vibro one, but nah. The meltdown spreading is kind of good. I like the money on death. We just don't have enough shops to really justify it. So let's go for the pyrokinesis, seeing as I already have a fire weapon. Let me just go hard fire. So now do I get to determine who I'm going after next? Okay, Overlords have gained new powers. So we have Strike Mantis and Wind Magistrate. Oh. So Centurions will be present. And Mad Vatters. Mole turrets, and some other things. Okay, so Vibro Corruptor. So we might want to go this direction. Because this one requires Vibro weapons, and we haven't spec'd into that. So yeah, let's go for the Wind Magistrate this time around. Plus, I've got a bit of a grudge match against her, considering, the first and only time I think I fought her, she instantly deleted me. And I'd like to be able to not get instantly deleted. Maybe. Yeah, what else is there to say? No, I don't know. I was going to say I really like early access games sometimes. Many of them aren't particularly, like, don't use it well. But watching this game especially improve by leaps and bounds every single time. Ooh. So high rarity weapon. Take down foes, you get a stack of combat regen. I do actually like the regenerative fields. I'm going to go for that, just in case. It's a reliable way of getting actual health back. And it's hard to say no to that. Other thing about this game is some of the music at least reminds me of Phantasy Star in like a very good way. Jerker with a minigun is a problem. Drop the fire on him. Oh, that fire. Oh, he still has a bunch of HP. And that's it, actually. There we go. I think we're doing well. A lot of the music is just kind of this nice, you know, I'm going to call it 90s metal. It's probably, there's probably a better phrasing for it. But something about it just very much feels like kind of the metal rock question mark from like 80s and 90s media more than anything else. Are those like rolling landmines? They are. Oh, the Mad Vatter. Well, we seem to be doing reasonably well. Is there anything left? No. I got slowed down for a hot second. But that is it. Oh, did I forget to take the alternate path on that last level? I might have. Okay, regain 5% of health. Actually, it's not bad. Using Outburst grants Fury. That's okay. I like the idea of hardware refresh. Even if it's not, like, amazing, I'm going to kind of prep around the idea at some point I'm going to start taking some damage here. And try and get ahead of that as much as possible. Especially when I don't have anything, like, game-changing as an alternative. Oop. No, there's nothing in this room, right? Ah, it doesn't look like it. Game's usually pretty good at showing me where there's secrets like that. Okay. Oop. It's you. Come back here, you weird minion goon. Is that an oxymoron to call somebody a minion goon? I guess not in this situation. I love stomping on them with a fire. Like, normally I'm not big on abilities that put me in harm's way, but here I'm tanky enough that I can just immediately hit them with it. Ooh. Something got me with a slow, though. And also I can immediately... Okay, yeah, there's got to be another Mad Vatter somewhere. How's my shields doing? Fine. Boop. Oh, it's a gas. But yeah, the thing I need to kill is actually right here. Oddly enough, not much of a threat. Like, even the little guys are mostly an issue in terms of... There we go. The little guys are mostly only an issue in terms of slowing me down, which actually is not that bad. Whew. After combat, regenerate part of your shields. When taking damage to your health, 20% chance you recover shields. I actually really like this. Anything that puts me in a position where I can recoup some of the damage. I have no idea which one of these going to be meaningful. I just got to check. Question. Oh, those barriers do block shots. I'll have to keep that in mind. I keep pressing E to open these doors, and it keeps being not E. I can shoot them as well. Did I not get them? That's fine. I'm so happy that I can do my overload hit. Or my, like, overload ability to block and reflect bullets while I'm shooting. That this character is fully ambidextrous, not like, hey, you're dual wielding, but it's like, yeah, I can throw a grenade while shooting. Or use an ability while shooting, or so on and so forth while shooting. Some things I can't do simultaneously. Like, can't do my, like, power stomp and shoot at the same time. Which actually is a little bit of a downer. I kind of wish I could. That would be cool as hell. Now that supposedly there's still a machine gun guy. Machine gun guy, there you are. Leave him with some nice fire. The bullet reflection is not working too hot for me. That's okay. Another core enhancer. I like the core enhancer so far. Kills grant you fury. Reflected projectiles do extra damage when you lose fortify. Ooh. I think I'm gonna go for probably kills grant you fury. The reflected projectiles one seems useful, but I'm not actually reflecting that many shots. Oh, that was a bounce pad. That was one of the landmines, though I think the traps turn off after you've completed the level. So what is this? More damage against vibrating foes. Mirror shot turret. Ooh. That is actually really good. I like the idea of it. I think I'm still gonna say no. Did I? Ah, I did leave some lore there. Okay, aren't in the original plans for the garden. It's unclear what they're intending to use them for. Yeah. Gotta try this again. So this is a little timed challenge. There we go. Gets me up to this treasure chest here, which gets me meta currency. Think? No, credits bundle. Hey. We might be able to go back for that one ability. Maybe. I'll have to decide if I actually... That's what I want, though. Okay. Saying stay agile at me. Yeah, I should probably get a higher rank. Okay, we got a bunch of the little guys, which means we've got a hatter somewhere. I see you there. Nope. He's up there. He's up high. None of that, you. Perfect. What else I'm missing? Resources. And some kind of turret, though I think it's toast. Oh, I see. I think I got it, but yeah, we got a second wave here. Is there anything else I left behind? Maybe. I know there's something up there. Oh, nope, there was. Unfortunately, the tornadoes actually make it a little hard to figure out where all the enemies are. There we go. Because it's not exactly what I call synthwave. Kind of? I don't know, you could kind of put this on Outrun, but not in the same way. Sorry, I'm slightly obsessed with the music right now. Anything else? We've got this guy left. That fire's working out great for me. Oh. Who's left? Boyo up here, Boyo up there. I think I burnt him. It's fine. We're still very full health. Oh, and we're not done yet. This is a 3-level round. Yeah, so this is a bit of a trial. That's fine. Not actually terribly bothered by any of this, because I'm cooking. Yep. I mean, kind of in a literal sense. There we go. Oh, this is a boss. You know, I haven't actually tried this weapon. Don't dig it as much. Just keep giving him the fire. I don't know when this guy is... Well, I don't know. I know when he's going down. I can see his health bar. He's freaking tanky. I just don't know if I have to kill him to finish the... Or to stop enemies from spawning, or if it's good. What is this? Capture a beacon before enemies do. Oh. I'll get to that in a second. First, major core enhancer. Sometimes when there's a mid-boss, just to finish what I was saying, if you don't kill them, enemies keep spawning endlessly. But, ooh. I don't know if that was the case. Your outburst now stays in place. Its duration increases with each charge level. Or getting hit while oh, these are good. Takedowns on foes affected by one or more enemy types create a takedown that deals energy type. I love the idea of energized finale, considering I'm doing a bunch of pyro. Yeah, I'm gonna go for energized finale. The other one actually seems pretty good, but eh. So hits immobilized foes or hits slow enemies. Main question is, I guess my plasma blast is not that bad. You know, we already have the fire grenade. Vibro or shock. Let's go for the pulse grenade. And we're just going to extract this thing's modifier. So now kills recharge 20%. Now there's also an upgrade above us. Somehow? How the devil are you supposed to get up there? Oh, it's up these platforms? Hold up. This might be doable. I'm not banking on it, though. That's one of those upper platforms. Oh, I see it. I see the path you're supposed to take. But yeah, I need a double jump or something, because I go 1, 2, 3, platform. Can't do it. Anyway, capture the platform. Oh, didn't finish reloading. I'm a goofus. Okay, stay in the area, capture it before enemies do. I mean, this should be easy enough. Okay, nothing from him. And nice part is, I pretty much can just cook everything. There's like maybe 1 or 2, but easy peasy. Shots occasionally launch a kinetic missile, or cooldown speed just decreased. I don't know, let's grab the battering ram. Oh, actually, we're gonna grab the battering ram instead. Wait. Oh, it's incompatible with the current gear. No. So, the last shot does not count if the gun only has 1 shot. Kind of sneaky. It's fine. Okay, so what can we get? Chance to stun, surge. Nah, let's just grab a core enhancer. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to go back. Let's see. Ooh. Enemies affected by at least 1 condition are more susceptible to crits. I think we want that. This one's interesting, but I don't use my outburst that aggressively. This is very much kind of a fun crit gun. Yeah, this is why I want to be able to teleport freely. Because, hooey, it's going to take us a little bit to backtrack all the way to the beginning of this to go to the branch. Unless I'm misremembering and this is actually much shorter, but I don't think it is. We actually did get hit there. That's fine. I guess this is not that bad of a backtrack, but even then, it'd be so nice if I could just teleport. At least I can I can short doors open. I don't think I took any damage on that one. Is there a way to turn this off? Nope. I guess it doesn't really matter. Because we got the teleporter. So who cares, right? Ooh, that's a nice explosion. Whoop. give him a grenade too. I don't like the grenade as much. I'll probably want to replace it. It's got, it's got a great, like, it's got great statistics, but it doesn't blow up immediately. And that's not exactly disqualifying in my eyes, but it makes it slightly less practical. Because enemies tend to be kind of, ooh, that was a good hit. I wonder if it actively homes in a smidge. Let's just give them a whole bunch of that. Send them off. I love yodeling enemies into each other. That will never stop being good. I'll have to see if I can get a better usability than the one I've got. And side gun, but I'm not using the other gun. Okay, after shield breaks, extra crit chance. Outburst grants fury. It's good. I'm just going to go for the 40 max health. We're just going to be a chunk boy. Oh, pay health. Where's my current weapon? It's a common shotgun. Yeah, so this is just going to be our kinetic puncher. I'll have to mess around with it. It actually probably is quite good. I don't like guns where I have to reload a lot, but hey, I'll take it. And yeah, I'm not too worried about the health. I know we were going into a boss fight momentarily. And you know what? I think we have enough so that I can go get that turret. This is right here. Which is worth it. Admittedly, it does bonus damage on vibrating foes, which is not actually that good, but whatever. Oh, incompatible with current gear. Interesting. My tea is squeaking at me. I've got a thermos, and I guess the pressure is starting to get to it a little bit. There we go. I guess I could have actually just gone up on that side. It's fine. Okay, we have nothing to buy from them. Tons of meta progression. Oh, and this is only the first floor. Yeah, so it's not quite boss time yet. These runs will go on maybe a little long for me. I'm not exactly... I don't want to be like, oh, I'm an old man yet, but like, it is definitely one of those where the older I get, the more playing like high reflex shooters does actually require a bit of a physical toll on my hands. It's not that big of a deal, but it's one of those where it's like, it's still an issue. There's no alternative to my path, and hello. Okay, shocking. Ability. Or power-ups that grant... Nah, let's just go for another ability. I want to get perks, is the answer. My entire goal to some degree... Did I... No, that's... works. Oh, that purple thing is mine. Didn't get the combo exactly, but that's fine. We didn't need it. So the one problem is, I think it's going to deny me some level of takedowns. Maybe. Hard to say, actually. But yeah, with the reduced cooldowns on kills, I think I'm actually getting a, I'm actually able to get a couple of these turrets out simultaneously. I think they'll be good. And yeah, we are healing just a smidge. Oh, I thought I picked this up as I went by. Climate control. You're in the main ventilation ADA. These fans circulate oxygen-rich air and ensure all vegetation has a steady supply of CO2. Impressive. I wonder what air... Oh, I wonder what air this fresh tastes like. I'm told it's delightful. Okay, stun grenade, which I do not want. However, we could try extracting the modifier. Nah, I'm just gonna go for the money. I don't think shocking nearby foes for a little bit is really that good. Alright, we've got a thing over here too. What's this one? Leap Slam. Is good. No. Yeah, I like the Leap Slam. I like the Fire Leap Slam especially, but it's not really what I'm aiming for here. Damn. Sucker just slaps. Starting ability. Oh, that's nice. Okay, we've got a chest over there. I think what we want to do is start from here. Oh, got it, just barely. I do appreciate the little secret chests are nothing more than just a smidge of meta progression, as opposed to anything impactful. I always hated it in Dead Cells, specifically. I always hated Dead Cells specifically. No. I always hated it in Dead Cells if you missed the, like, secret rooms. Or the secret rooms, the like, speedrun rooms. And I understand, like, they're supposed to be there to kind of balance it out so that the people who are... the people who are speedrunning get somewhat of a boost to kind of offset for the lack of, like, resources. Goad him into the boss. Perfect. Okay, that got me a couple. Nope, he dead. What? I was supposed to... Oh no, the combat regen was the previous floor. That's why I'm not getting it here. Okay, we also have a challenge crystal for... Volt. It's fine. Okay, where are they? Okay. It's a little difficult getting all the shields off of these suckers. Oh. Oh, he doesn't have any shields on him, though. And it's not just him, unfortunately. Only got a limited amount of time to do this. Stupid floppy little dude, we got it. Whew. That was some doing. Tectonic launcher. Sure. Better than the battering ram. Get rid of that one, since it's not doing anything for me. Okay. That'll be a fun weapon to play around with. Okay, so what was the other stuff? So I've got a Plasma Blast, which I do like. Or Leap Slam. Honestly, I think I'm just going to pick this sucker up. We're just going to recycle it for money. Plasma Blast is just fun. The problem with the turret is that it often was killing enemies that I needed to... I wanted to finish off. It would shred them the rest of the way. And that was causing some level of issues. Anything else? What are my chances of climbing this? Zilch. Like, if I was optimistic about getting up, I'd hop on this. Wait. No. Nah. It's not worth it. Okay, this is a fun gun. This is a very fun gun. We still don't have the ability to get through that, unfortunately. Okay, perfect. There's some shields back. Some of that. All right, we're good. Why is this gun actually stupidly good? I have no idea. It does a ton of damage. Ton of damage. Huge AoE. There they go. Shields are back up to full. Health is looking fine. Increase crits by a bit. Fire rounds that reflect. Inflict vibro. No. I want another tectonic launcher. That's the real answer. Give me the big gun. Alright, what do you want? Credits. Crimson repeater. The one problem is my fire gun, I know, is starting to get a bit outdated. And so I should look for a replacement, but I guess that's the point of having two guns, is I have one. So here's the question. Oh, yeah, we don't have the branching path here. It's probably going to be this room? No. I guess the branching path is here, but I can't do that. In a short level. Hey, it works for me. Okay. Sunfire turret. Does pyro bombs. Otherwise, another shock rifle. Nah. Let's get a core enhancer. Let's see what I can get. I'm going to do... I mean, anger management is tempting, but I'm going to go for the enemy takedown blasts are bigger. Was it bigger or did more damage? Either way, it's good for me. Okay. Now, I think we are still better off going with the... fire? Probably the fire. Loss, pain, defeat. This will end no differently, Shaper, I promise you. I love the boss designs. I legitimately do wonder how the hell am I supposed to block that wind attack. Maybe I'm... Yeah, I think it's just a side dash. Okay, there's some back. I think it is just the boss, though. Yeah, I think I just have to side dash that one. True of a lot of these abilities. Alright. Let's try Vibro. Okay. Gets me some shield. At least I didn't instantly die this time. Okay, that's a bunch of tornadoes. Damn it. Okay, you're still alive. Damn it. I'm overkilling them, I think. Okay. Get some shields back. Damn it. Yeah, that Vibro launcher is massive. I think I can actually beat her the next time. 1, with some meta progression, 2, with some better weapons, and 3, just understanding her patterns better. I'm getting to the point where I get it. It's just also a little harder because obviously second boss I fought. But yeah, side dash the wind blade because it's too tall. And then kill the ads and just try and avoid the tornadoes. They're just kind of big. I don't know if there's a way I can like eat them or anything, but it's fine. We've got some upgrades, namely auto reloader. Weapons automatically reload when holstered. That's just nice. And then we can also unlock a bunch of things like dash accelerator, which yeah is really good. New weapons, new modifiers, shaper hacks using reroll tokens. Chests with shields can be found in towers. I actually don't know if I want that. Wave of shock to all foes it touches. You can reroll shops if you want to. I'm going to go with the starting ability, just because. Same thing with starting weapon. I don't like the abilities that you target. They're a little tougher at speed. So do we want to grab the fire starter? Sticky grenades that inflict pyro. It's okay. Shock and then Christu bonus shock. Tempting. I think I might want to invest into just flat shields. I think those are the most useful at the moment. So the other question is... so here's our starting weapon and ability. Nice. Ada, I've configured the Volt Colossus' core to be compatible with your programming. Equip the core to gain affinity, unlocking more abilities with its progress. Sounds good, Mimo. Time to kit bash some brains into brawn. Into this brawn. There we go. Indeed, a most powerful combination, I'm sure. So now I can have 2 cores. So we've got the primary reflect core, and then we can also do Volt core. So Adamant Core doesn't have anything special. I think it's just Ada's default. Volt Core, secondary core effect, offers enhancement that grants ways to generate surge and magnetize. Increases the core's affinity level, allows it to be equipped as a primary core, and unlock its signature core abilities. So we can't equip it as a primary core at the moment. Insufficient affinity. Well, that's fine. And I don't know what this one does, so we'll have to see how it goes. But for now at least... Oh, Punch now reflects projectiles. Oh, wait. Level 1. Available enhancements. Oh, these are just random ones I can find. Got it. These are just kind of based on rarity. So there's some like ultra rare ones at the bottom? No. Maybe? I don't know, hard to say. Either way, for now at least, I think this is a good stopping point, but I should mention, oh, this gun would actually be really good with the on last shot. It only has six shots in it. I will keep that in mind. Anyway, for now at least, I might as well mention that Battle Shapers is available on Steam. It's been out for a while, and is shaping up to be quite a good roguelike in my opinion. It looks great, it plays great, all the build variation and combos are a lot of fun. I love the fact that you can actually recycle weapons to keep their perks for all future weapons. Previously it would let you just like carry, you could stack perks onto one singular weapon, but if you wanted to replace that weapon, you could only carry one of those perks over to the next, and that felt not bad, but it made it hard to actually have a fun build. I do feel like I'd love to see even wilder perks, like, I don't know, Ricochet, or Pierce, or Homing, or fire the entire magazine as one bullet. You know, wild, crazy stuff like that I think would go even further, but I also recognize that, like, too much of that and it's hard to balance, and it's in a good state as it is. But I always feel like, you can push it that much further. Why not? Just make them really rare or something. So you only find like 1 or 2 of those. But, you know, imagine if you had Ricochet range bonus and all of your shots as one bullet. And it's just this huge cannonball that bounces around the screen for a bit. I don't know, I think that would be a magical experience. But it's fine as it is at the moment anyway. So, I guess with all of that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, it helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Aww. I would love to see these vending machine things get dumb fake labels. I mean, there's a little bit here, but like, it'd be kind of fun if it was just like, Quench. Wait, no, that's probably actually a brand. Shoot. It's just pure motor oil. Alright, bye-bye.